What up,
Hey,
y'all?
we back, baby.
Surprise!
Surprise, ho.
Y'all okay? I hope
How
you're okay.
y'all doing? I mean, it's still beating y'all on the back of the neck.
Shit.
Up to this
More than
motherfucker.
beating us in the back of the fucking neck at this point, y'all.
Mhm. Mm,
But before we get into all that, y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share,
mhm.
and share. Because sometimes y'all forget to do it when y'all listen. I appreciate y'all listening and watching. I've been looking at the feeds. We getting there slowly but surely. We get in the hundreds, we're not in the
Yeah,
thousands,
yeah, yeah.
but we getting up in there. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, share that shit like you sharing the best meal of your life that you just had, and you want everybody else to have it too. Share
Yeah.
us like that. Feed your friends, feed your family, even feed the hoes. Hoes get hungry too. So
Mm.
feed them
They
this
don't get
this
cold, but
like
they get hungry
they
for
do.
sure.
They do.
They
Shoot.
get
So
hungry. You need to get them get them about 6 flats and some French fries.
not the six last bitch.
6 flats, extra crispy. But my homegirl said extra crispy. When you think it's crispy, it ain't crispy enough.
It
Fry
ain't
'em some
crispy
more.
enough, bitch. Fire him some more. Shit.
Friend, you like my little shirt? My little friend got me.
Baby, I was sporting a shirt in the meeting, and I was like, "Oh, I want this in my life, y'all."
Yeah,
Did he
just
make it, or was
classic,
it like
classic, classic peen.
I love the old school pinup men. I love them.
Old school, goddamn it, bush
Like,
everywhere.
and now we are reduced back down to dick pic videos and dudes with no goals.
Dudes with no goals, just trying to get you to sign up for their OnlyFans, bitch.
Yeah,
What?
like this.
What's the new thing? What's the new thing on Sniffies where they'll send you a message and be like, uh, did you can you subscribe to my OnlyFans? Then we can hook up. Like, bitch, what?
Not
You giving out hookups for OnlyFans subscription? Like,
excuse me.
it makes sense. It don't. That's not
No,
a even. That's not an even trade.
no, it's not. It's not. Like get the fuck all the way out of here. Like,
Get the fuck out of here. Like, your OnlyFans is in dire fucking trouble,
what
and
do we do? Like, what are we doing here, sir? What are we?
it's in dire straits if you got them need to hook up with somebody for them to sign up for it. Like,
That part.
hey,
That part. That part. Like, is it that bad?
is it that
Is
bad,
it that
girl?
bad? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, like we in our collection plate, yo.
Yeah,
So,
put some in the bucket. We about to be on Patreon, friend said,
oh yeah,
so
Patreon. So y'all go ahead and and spot us over there. We gonna have our old shit
yeah,
and
put a
our
little
new shit
change
on
in our
there.
pocket so we can pay for these softwares and shit.
Right, bitch. Like, because we need the coins to keep this shit moving and grooving. So like,
Everybody need a donation these days. Goddamn
right,
NPR, fucking
right.
everybody
Everybody
need a
need a
donation. Yeah.
everybody fucking need a donation, y'all. So when you're thinking
Mhm.
about you need to get the new outfit, you know what? Just get the knockoff version. Nobody gonna give a fuck.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
gonna give a fuck. So
Who
like, just
cares?
$100. No, who cares?
You
It's just
go, you gonna walk outside and get accosted by some motherfucking a mask anyway. Asking you about your papers. So
pretty much.
why have on Gucci when you should just have on Gordon Gartrell? You know.
Right. Why you need Louis on? We could just wear Levi.
Yeah,
Like,
just put on
why
them
you wearing
faded
Dior,
Dior's
bitch?
and
Just
keep it
wear some
rocking, goddamn.
Dustins. like, you better put down that other stuff. Put some Westons on and call it a day. Get some Dickies. Put that Dior down and put some Dickies on so they can
Mhm.
leave you
Girl,
alone. So
I've been out here in Texas a little bit. Just went and got my first ever Carhartt coat. Now it's a little bubble jacket, but yeah,
all right, you
I was
got
like,
into the card.
look at me looking like a worker.
Yeah.
Woo,
Oh,
girl, we
so
election play. What's in here? What are we talking about?
you
What are we
collected
bringing to the
this
congregation?
this
What
what's was girl surprise the threesome.
girl surprise?
And so we don't find a warm spot up in Texas.
I don't know,
Uh-oh.
friend. It was just a little Sunday morning bop through. I thought I was gonna go. Thought I was gonna pound and run. But I
Maybe
show up to the I show up to the spot and it's two motherfuckers
it's
in
a
there
twofer.
in just okay. It's so many things. Okay,
Uh,
so we're gonna start here. Um, Faggots. clean your place, clean your
Oh
room,
no.
clean your room. I don't want to hear you talking about you host. I don't want to hear it because if I drive my good brand new ride over to your home and I walk in and one, it's a surprise threesome and I was just expecting one person, and two, both of y'all motherfuckers have been this nasty ass motherfucker.
Eh,
I
no.
I walked in that room and I said, "Oh, I wasn't expecting this."
Two in you? You have guests. This Disney and what is this stuff? Are you moving?
Is where do these things that are out here disheveled, where do they go? Put
Do
them
you
in their place.
like? Do you have like a child that you have a play date or something that
I don't know.
belongs? You have any
I
teenagers?
don't even give grace to a motherfucker with children. God damn it. Make them little motherfuckers clean up. God damn it.
Right.
God
Either
damn
you
it.
are either a dirty homeowner or you are a bad parent.
Goddamn clean your
Clean.
fucking place.
What like,
Fucking
bruh? That's like if your house is
where
dirty,
these
why do I
couches
think like
where these couches came from?
right
Why is it 30 fucking dildos on the table? Like, what is going on in here?
like is your ass even clean? Like is your booty hole clean at this point? Like what?
So God,
Matter of fact,
that was my morning, and I
matter of
was
fact,
just
did you
like,
wash your legs?
I came away from there and I came on home and I was like, you know what?
You could have did without.
You know, there are some good things about Texas, and it seems like the living quarters are much larger, and therefore the appliances or the bathtubs and such are bigger. So I just had to run me a hot bubble bath and just let it
Let it
let
flow.
it
Wash.
come, just let it get out of me. I was just like, this was too much.
Mm,
I have always had a a moratorium. I've always had a fucking hard kind of I'm not going over to your place kind of shit. And I just
mm.
I don't know what compelled me to get up out of my good warm bed on this morning and go over to
No,
this mess. I don't know what the fuck compelled me to do that shit, but
no.
yeah, girl,
No.
surprise, it's a
Surprise.
threesome.
Surprise. I'd be like, and no, it's gonna be a one-on-one. You.
Mhm. Or uh, stop it, like fucking.
Matter of fact, just clean up and
Where's
did you know about it? Did you know there was gonna be a threesome?
no?
So so
That
that now that is what offends me. Everything else don't offend me. The
yeah.
but
None of the other shit offends you.
no, because
All
it's
right.
like because I know some of these hoes ain't don't keep a clean house. Bitch, half of these bitches are still watching Disneyland like they're three. Like you
Mm-mm,
expect like they're still eating, you know,
mm-mm,
prepackaged burgers
mm.
with a
Like
thousand and
I can't
one
do it. I can't do it
sodium
in a college
count.
town where you're
Are
talking
you
about you can
serious?
host. Your house, probably your room is probably a fucking mess. No,
Like like if your room is dirty, I'm thinking your booty hole dirty. Like is your house as dirty as your ass? Is your taint is this crusty?
Mm.
Because I'm inquiring minds want to know. Like I'm thinking like where I'm gonna put my foot at that's not gonna turn into dust. Like bro, that's nasty. That's just fucking nasty. Like when you're afraid to put your foot onto something, like okay, I'm gonna keep my socks on,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm like,
And that shit's distracting. It
it is
takes you
distracting.
out of the moment. Like,
And the South is humid. They have roaches. Like so, roaches love to show up to that shit to function.
mm,
Like nah, bro, you first and last time.
it was. I
Unless it
mean,
was good.
it was a lot for 10 a.m.
Was it at least good?
Oh, friend, we didn't stay.
No, we just
No,
we're like no. It's Sunday. This is too much for the Lord.
it's too
Too
much. It's too much. We
much for the
could
Lord.
not. We we could not go through with it. Like,
I don't blame
mm-mm.
you. It's 2026. You still doing it?
I had to go and get my poppers out of the car, and I never went. Woo.
Not the
Good,
vibe.
good thing that the new car is all electric and it pulls away silently.
Like a golf cart, bitch.
Girl, what's going on with you today, baby?
Oh, so I had this on my goddamn mind. I'd be talking to some of these dudes sometimes, and I have the stupidest luck of always attracting these bisexual dudes in my goddamn DMs
Mm,
and fucking with my AMs.
mm.
And and you
Well,
know,
you know, it's funny, you know, you check their age, you know, sometimes it's just that they ain't been sucking dick long enough to go ahead and say they're gay. So, you know,
true.
bi is on the road to gay.
I'm guess that we can call it that bullshit, but
Hmm.
it leaves me with the question of like when I am hanging out with the dude that's supposed to have the interest in me as another dude, and I guess maybe call it toxic masculinity, or whatever you want to call it on this particular my comments there after this. Um, when I'm hanging out with a dude, I'm expected to talk to a dude. My vocabulary speaks dude. My thoughts, feelings, and actions do. I consider myself a very emotionally mature person,
Okay.
but sometimes, often than not, I get with bisexual men. It feels like that I am still talking and trying to date a woman.
Hey, lady.
I'm like, the fucking conversations, the emotional arithmetic is fucking complicated. And I'm like, bruh, by the time this argument's over, or by the time this conversation over, I feel like that I have pussy in my face.
Mm,
Like it smells fishy on aisle two.
mm. I mean, you know what? I've had a similar kind of like, I mean, it's not in this vein, but like, it, it somebody sent me like an Instagram thing or something, a
Mm-hmm.
reel or something, and like basically it was like these straight dudes, like it was some kind of challenge about like, oh, they're gonna give you $1 billion to be gay for 24 hours. And then it cut to these women asking their men that, and then it cuts to the men coming out of the room dressed as what they want us to say, if want us to feel like they're dressed as if they are gay, but in fact they are just dressed as a woman.
Yeah.
Baby, would you be gay for $1 billion?
Fuck, I'm bitch. Like, listen, come on.
So and it to your point, it's like, hey, being gay isn't putting on a dress and
No,
putting on a wig. That's not
no,
that's not what it is. And that's
no.
like, it's weird that your limited view or your limited kind of definition of what it means to be gay
Yep.
is that you got on a wig and a dress. I mean, by all means, if you feel like you need to put on a wig and a dress, who are me to tell you not to?
That part. That part.
But at the same time, hey, sometimes I just want to suck a dick. I, you know, I ain't never owned a wig
Right.
unless it was a part of a Halloween costume.
Mm,
So I don't I don't know. I mean, I feel like my definition of what it means to be gay is well defined. Um,
That
but
part.
some of these other people's like resides often like, oh, you must be a sissy or a purse dragon queen to
No,
be gay, and that's
no.
not where I'm
It's a
at with it.
stereotype. It's like everything in society is highly marketed, and whoever has the highest level of marketing tends to be
Mm,
the gospel. And
mm,
you're like, bro, no, try again. This is not how that worked. This is not how it's ever going to work.
mm.
But okay, but thanks for playing. And
So
that's what I mean.
what you and your little boyfriend was talking about? What y'all was, I
Like
mean,
it just be like it's not so much anything anything topic specific. It's
mm,
just the way the conversations
mm.
are,
So you
are
saying
tracked out.
when he got over there, he took off his mask, he
It was
became
like
a woman?
it. Yeah, in a way, not so much in mannerisms. It's more like I need you to understand what I'm talking about when I say it. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Like all of a sudden, I'm supposed to be in on a conversation that I never was part of, and then it's like, but it's like, this is not why I'm mad. I'm like, girl, and literally in my head, I was like, girl. And the moment that it clicked in my head, I was like, I am talking to a woman about emotional, romantic conversation, and I'm getting as frustrated like I would be a straight dude being frustrated with a woman who's trying to get me to run a half marathon to get to the fucking point.
Queen be
And I'm
Queen be
sitting here
free.
like, I would like to take, I would consider myself someone who is emotionally mature. So it doesn't take me that long to get to understand a conversation, or at least understand where a person's coming from.
Yeah.
But like when I'm like, okay, when I think I'm like, okay, now I'm following. He's like, no, you don't understand. I'm like, what the fuck? Now I'm intently listening to what you're saying, and now you're saying now all of a sudden you're saying, oh, what I was saying is not important. So now I got to go back and all control delete half the shit that I've been trying. You've been talking to me about. Or now that I have to go back and backtrack on the queue of issues that you want me to go back and unfold for you, so that way I can resolve it. And then all of a sudden, oh well, it wasn't important, but apparently just 10 minutes ago it was fucking important in the tone you were speaking it. And I'm like, no, I can't do this. I'm like, no, I like men very much. I do. I like emotionally mature men, emotionally evolved men. I would like to think that I am, and maybe bisexual men are a whole different creature. Because I'm like, I'm. This was just working on my goddamn nerves. I'm like, you know what? I want to dump you like a man. Like I want to be Mr. Wrong for you right now, so you can go out and get out my face. Like I can see why.
You want to deploy the I'm gonna be so terrible that you me strategy.
Like I was like, all of a sudden I start hearing, and you wonder why they call you bitch.
Yeah.
Wonder
why they call you
bitch.
Wonder why they call you bitch. Hey. Come on, Tupac.
Shit. Like, but yeah, that's all I had to do on my collection plate, because it was on my mind.
Plate.
Like just eating up my goddamn sleep this morning. I'm like, bruh.
Well, hey,
I got this.
If you stay in contact with them for about 2 more years, it'll probably be fully gay.
Like, bro, like us, like, look, like I got this nut. Do you got that butt?
That's not on that.
That was all I asked. That's all I had. That was so simple. Yes, no. It's like being in school all over again. Circle for yes, circle for no. It wasn't that hard.
Oh my God. You be finding them for the pillow talk, goddamn it.
Shit, apparently so. Apparently so, because I got motherfuckers, even the gay ones, like, oh, I think I'm gonna be celibate for a minute. The fuck, nigga?
Wait. Right, this after you pulled out of them, or they pulled out of you, they finna be celibate? Like, what?
Like, this other dude that I've been talking to, I thought we were supposed to be friends with benefits.
Well, I'm glad you decided to start after we finish this.
Like I'm serious. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I thought this would be friends with benefits. With the benefits going, except you wanted to smoke weed and drink alcohol all the fucking time.
Well, friend, let me tell you what that is. You have a clean home. You have a nicely appointed, very comfortable, cozy surrounding. So yeah, they want to come over there and smoke weed in a nice, comfortable, cozy place instead of on top of a month's worth of dirty clothes or whatever was going on at this house here this morning. They'd rather be at our place, calm, and smelling fresh air, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what that probably.
So I mentioned this as foreshadowing for what my 2 cents is going to be. So
don't tell these hoes; they don't deserve nothing extra early.
I know, like new season, new spoilers. Like so. So we're gonna give you a taste, and if you like the taste, then we're gonna give you some more. If you don't like it, bitch, we ain't giving you shit. That's how it works. Ask and answer. That's how 2026 gonna work today, because right now they asking us for nothing. What's going on with these motherfuckers with ICE? So, without further ado, we're gonna get into our Nickle Slick, y'all.
So let's come on down this road. These ones are out of control.
These are out of control. So as y'all see this deep sigh and already preempted side eyes we're giving right now, y'all already like this gonna come out like where this stuff has already been happening already. So
But I mean, I gotta slide something in from last year.
yeah, it's
I
feeling
had
a
to
lot.
slide something in from last year. Hold on. Uh, you should have just voted for the nice lady. You should have just voted for the nice lady, and we could have our calm lives.
But you didn't vote for the nice lady because, first of all, she's a lady.
Mm,
Second of all, she wasn't a white lady.
mm.
And so you decided to pick orange. I guess you said, I don't see color. Well, clearly, in this point, you were not seeing any color. And
See that
and
goddamn.
this orange motherfucker is supposed to be, isn't orange supposed to be caution?
I feel
Destruction?
like whoever make his brand of tan, tan, what they call that shit?
Tangerine. No.
Whoever make his fucking
His,
tan taint,
his
they probably making that specific shade of fucking throw up orange
fucking him
for him.
over.
For,
Fucking him over.
they probably just making it for him. Like he the probably
Fucking
only one
his
by
face.
that color.
Fucking his face clean over. I'm like, they don't
That's
like.
why I could. That's
You
why
have
I
friends.
I keep coming here. I keep coming here. That's why I could never.
You don't have friends.
I could never take this man serious. Like, bitch, you got up this morning before you got in our face.
To look
You
like
got up
that.
this morning and you put this orange shit on you. And then you came in front of cameras and was like, yeah, girl, this what I'm giving y'all.
On purpose. At that, on fucking purpose.
On purpose.
On fucking
Like it
purpose.
wasn't a mistake. When like, girl,
No.
we can't fix it before the time. You gotta be here. So here I mean, we gonna like you was like, that's it. That's the one. Yeah,
That's the
we
one.
ready
That's
to
the
go.
color right here. That's the color
Yeah.
right here.
Nah.
Like, bitch,
Nah,
that's the
I
like,
can't.
you know what? That's that bronzer that you get from the 90s. They came in that shit, that overly graphic
Oh, that's the
can.
name of it. Bronzer. Yeah. That's
Yes, that
yeah.
the name should say Bronzer Batiste on it or something.
Mm,
And it's probably the girl that looked like this
mm-mm.
on it with the sun
Bronzer.
kissed, and it looks nothing like.
Bronzer. The color is raggedy. The
And the
color
color
is
is
raggedy.
raggedy.
Girl,
Oh man.
what your ICE agents doing?
So y'all know what the story is. I don't even have to really go through the whole entire
Mhm.
gamut because
Rest in
ICE,
peace to that lady.
yeah, rest in peace. Her name was Renee Nicole Good.
I'll
And
just say this: y'all thought they weren't gonna be killing white people.
no, because but you know what? The next best thing for them was the
Y'all thought
gays.
it was just gonna be the brown. Y'all were
No, but you know what? They'd see gays as brown too. Isn't that funny?
true.
And you know what? I wonder what that's. I wonder how the gay Republicans are feeling about that. That they killing that's like they killing you too, girl.
Hmm.
They unaliving you too. What you gonna do about that shit?
Well, I tell you what, I've learned in these many years that a gay with some conviction. What can you do with them?
What can you do?
What can you do with them? We keep coming from Matt Rogers. His ass gonna be a log cabin Republican before we know it.
That part, that fucking part.
And do donate to Jasmine's fucking campaign. Don't listen to that dumb white man.
You know, I don't even fucking know who he is.
You don't know who Matt Rogers is from Las Culturistas? Him and fucking what that little boy name? He from SNL, the Asian guy from SNL. Drawing a blank. Bowen Yang. Oh, still who? Okay, all right. I mean, and fair, because they actually are really nobody. So yeah,
I was like,
yeah. Okay.
I was looking like, it's gonna kick in for me. What like I'm like one of those
Hey,
mentions.
you know what? Don't even no more energy for it. Like moving on.
Moving on.
A show called Las Culturistas, and ain't neither one of them fucking Latino or Hispanic. So yeah.
You know, there's so many fucking videos that's come out. What we're talking about here, and I mean, I really hope that you guys have been paying attention to the news and paying attention to what's been going on currently, because yeah, we are realizing that ICE has been doing exactly what we thought they were going to be doing, which is brutalizing people, and not just brutalizing people, actually taking their lives away from them.
Mhm.
This is no different. Like, you wonder where Black Lives Matter came from. Like, you're just feeling it because it's including you white people. It's including your gays and lesbian friends, and your color is not doing anything for you at this moment.
We're right on the edge cliff in terms of the possibility of America sustaining itself as a social experiment in the best sense of just becoming an empire full of might and force. So when you niggerize a whole country, you start treating all of your citizens the way black folk have been treated for 250 years.
And so all that vitriol that you have, and that secret hatred, hateful that you have for yourself, that you still sit up there laying up with all these bastards. This is one of these periods of time where politics has no place in humanity, when it doesn't know how to be human, when it doesn't know how to be responsible, when it doesn't know how to be an emotional parent to the people that it serves. It really bothers me that we have this administration that represents us as a country, as citizens, as individuals. We didn't ask for it, but we got what we deserve in this instance because we weren't paying attention. We weren't. We were looking more at what entertained us, what more that served us. We were all kind of playing this very, trying to find a better word for it. Fuck it, I'm not saying the word. Privileged, very spoiled way of dealing with our social ethosphere, where we spend more time looking at housewife shit, more time checking out what Cardi B got going on. Like, y'all spent more time looking at what beefs had with who beefs, and didn't realize that the fucking United States is beefing with itself. And you weren't like, I have friends now that I was talking to that was in my house. One dude tried to fucking lay up in my goddamn house, and I'm telling her, like, do you know what happened today? And no, I haven't watched the news in a couple weeks. Are you fucking kidding me right now? You don't have to be like, I'm gonna use the words of Don Lemon. You can be informed without being inundated. Yeah, you can, just because you like, I don't watch the news. That's not a flex.
It
It's not a
is.
flex.
It's not. It's
It's not a
actually
flex.
not.
It's not a flex for you to. It's not a flex for you to
It's
be able
not
to
a
do that.
flex.
So I'm. So when you say that bullshit, like, no, you're just being complicit. And I was like, you're somebody who's sitting there trying to assuage their ill-gotten feelings, and then want to have an excuse as to why you made a decision that actually affected people in just as negative ways as the people who actually did it. I was like, you're no better than the person who actually is snatching people up because you said it was okay. And you can't say, oh, I didn't. How are you going to combat that argument? Well, I didn't vote. And now you see why you should have.
And now you see why you should have.
You see why you should have. You have people like Jonathan Ross, who decided to take it upon himself to take a woman's life. That was not. It was not in any kind of danger. There's photographs out there, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to put them up here because I'm that one, and put it up there because you know what? Shame has to have a place in public. And for him, he has a special kind of shame, as I talked about in many podcasts, where dudes like this are sitting around spending more time thinking about trans more than we think about trans, thinking about immigrants more than we think about immigrants. You're thinking about the same people you discriminate against. You the first one got them in your bed.
But see,
You got them wed.
But what's more, friend, is that when they thinking about these groups of people, thinking about them in terms of their scapegoat, the reason why they can't. And that really points to capitalism, in the sense of capitalism requires that there be a loser. And they think that they have been the loser because the immigrants, trans, etc., whatever fucking group they want to use as their scapegoat, is taking a place or a space that they should have. Again, privileged fucking viewpoints, privileged ideologies that really have us really all fucked and cooked and fried and died and laid, literally to the side. Like this, they shot that woman in her face multiple times,
3
and
times.
her car drove off literally to the side.
And this is what bothers me about Jonathan Ross. You hear him on videotape saying, "You fucking bitch." You hear him say that. You hear these other ICE agents and how they're speaking about other people. See what happened to the other girl, huh? Like, just blatant intimidation. We're gonna show some of these videos again. I'm gonna kind of splash them in there because I didn't want to go review of all of them. It would take all of 3-4 hours to go through half the fucking footage between end-to-end coverage about everything that they've lied about on the administration, talking about like that she was using a car as a weapon when she was not. We're like, we can litigate all that stuff. I think that there's many podcasts that's already litigated that. I do not talk. I want to talk about politics with you. I want to talk about your mental discourse because that's what it's really about. Your mental discourse is what drove you to use politics as a weapon. So when you start talking about these polarized conversations about politics, no, you a coward ass bitch that don't know how to fucking put thoughts and feelings and language around your fucking feelings. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna talk about your feelings because that's what we're really here to talk about. Your actual emotional grievances. So when you want to
Yes,
talk about
indeed.
politics, then we'll talk about politics. But we're not talking about politics here. We haven't been talking about politics for a very
Yes,
long
indeed.
time. We've been talking about your feelings. We've been talking about grown adults not being accountable for their own freaking feelings. You're talking about adults who are walking around showing people like it's fucking show and tell day of all their damage. Everything you did to these people, to us, someone taught you that first. So that's all you're doing is telling us what kind of a shit parent you had, what kind of shit uncle you had, what kind of neglectful aunt or neglectful father or traumatizing life that you've had that you couldn't get away from, and your adult self did not want to pick up the tab on your damage. So you let us have to pay the tab on your damage. That's what you did. You can't
Tell
even.
them, friend.
I was like,
Preach.
you want to sit here and pick up a gun, but you can't pick up your feelings? You want to sit up here and pick fights with people, but you can't even pick up the phone and say, I need help?
Like where like if their mission is so critical, where do you even have the time to engage with the
Because
people
they're
around?
they're in our faces trying to force us to do something about their problems, like it's like we're their adults for their childhood behavior. That's exactly what they're doing. They're standing here like, mommy, daddy, fix this for me. And I'm like, I'm not your mother or your father, or any of your one of your parental figures. So why are you in my face, in my space, trying to get something out of me that you should have got from your family, from your mother and father? And if they couldn't give it to you on whatever circumstances that was, not my problem, not my deal. The only thing I could do is meet you where you're at from this moment. But you coming at me with the guns and the screaming and the hate, baby, I didn't hate you. All that hate you're trying to show to me, you're just showing me that somebody hated you more. That's all you're showing me. Go back and look at some of these videotapes of Stephen Miller. This boy, this ain't nothing new. They had to drag this idiot box off the damn stage at his school because he just couldn't stop screaming expletives and all this high-ho Hitler stuff. I'm like, bitch, you've been like this since you were a teenager,
Been
a
like
young
that.
lass. Like, just same thing about everybody that's following you. These people are doing the same thing. That's why, and they're all hypocrites in their own life. So when I start to see people like a Stephen Miller, or I start to see like a Stephen A. Smith, I start thinking about like a Governor Hot Wheels, and I start thinking about some of these ICE agents that we sit up here. I think about these are the people who are a reflection of the people who raised them. This is the report card on the people who raised you.
Come on,
This is
report
which I was like, this is basically how good of a job they did on guiding you as a human being. Not even the adults in your life could have helped you. How sad is that? The people who want to sit here and want a better day, you things owed to you, baby. Even the people next to you can afford to give you anything better than what you got now. What does it say about you? I'm kind of glad that we didn't record when I was all heated and whatnot. I'm glad I was able to think about it for a bit because
Yeah, baby,
you
you
know,
was hot.
because I was really hot. And the thing is that I didn't need to be hot about this as much as I need to be cognizant about this is exactly what they want. And this is exactly how they were raised and how they mentally were built. And when you're thinking about dealing with these kind of people, the good thing is that if we can fight back, we can vote differently. These people will go away so fast, so quick, and so efficiently because they built their houses with paper planes. They built their emotional foundation off of quicksand.
Mm.
You starved yourself of everything that you wanted and needed because you didn't think you were worth it. To be loved in a way that you can actually see somebody who's not you and show a small percentage of love, small percentage, and then and the thing is that like you see these people showing this kind of hate because it's like that line in Color Purple when Celia says to Sugar Gaver, he's like, he beat me for not being you. Remember that part?
He beat me for not being you.
So they over here beating these immigrants. They beating anybody in their way, because they not on the same page.
They're not on the same page. I'm gonna show one of the clips. What I mean by that is the one clip from Mr. Jolly Good Ginger. We love Jolly Good Ginger, don't we? He is a freaking man. And so I'm gonna show you if I could share my damn screen. Forgive me, y'all. I'm sitting here on this tiny ass screen. Did I get it right? Yep, screen. And I'm gonna learn how to do this better one day. One day, someday, I'm gonna learn how to do this better. But okay, we got it.
Meet the shooter. This is Jonathan Ross. This is the guy who murdered Renee Good in Minneapolis 2 days ago. The Daily Mail released this article with a lot of information about the murderer, to include the fact that his wife is an immigrant. The same guy whose job is to literally kidnap and harass and terrorize the immigrant community. But wait, there's more. His dad, Ed Ross, says you'll never find a guy more kind than John. Well, yeah, we will, because kind people don't murder people. But look at this part. He's a conservative Christian. No fucking shock there. No shock there that he's a Christian, a conservative Christian who doesn't fucking know what his own Jesus said in the magic book about how to treat immigrants. And he clearly missed the part about thou shalt not fucking kill. But wait, there's more. His neighbors say he's a hardcore MAGA supporter. No surprise there. We've been knowing what kind of people ICE is recruiting. They are MAGA supporting conservative Christians who, by the way, fly.
They probably made them folks come in with their last in Facebook
which
post.
Another neighbor reported Jonathan Ross does. Because, oh, by the way, Jonathan Ross lives in Minneapolis, by the way. He's out murdering in his own backyard. And he is a veteran. And as an Iraq veteran myself, that pisses me off even more. I cannot fucking stand fucking traitors to the oath. You fucking oath-breaking traitor. You took an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution, and what ICE is doing in this country is unconstitutional. You are a fucking traitor to your oath, Jonathan Ross.
Just, you know what? He is a fucking traitor.
All the immigrants got to get out after his wife got here, though.
You know what? And it's like
everybody after his wife got to go.
Oh, so
are we just gonna wait for his wife shot in the face a couple times?
You're just gonna wait for that, yeah. And just baby. And the thing is that it only gets better. So that apparently they have a sneak out of his house and be relocated to a safer place now.
Oh,
because he doesn't feel safe in his own home. Oh, I perish the thought of
it's funny to me. It's funny to me how folks claim I don't feel safe after you literally took someone's life.
Yeah,
you don't feel safe.
You don't feel
safe. Is it meta? Is it like you don't feel safe with your thoughts? You don't feel safe at this point. You don't feel safe with your thoughts. You don't feel safe with like your ability to make decisions. Like what? Like particularly, what do you not feel? What are you feeling fear of? I mean,
the feeling fear.
You have the big gun, so
but the thing
you
is
have the big gun because you have the big gun as a reaction to being scared. So, shouldn't we say that like you're no longer afraid of something because you got the big gun? So,
well,
where is it that you need to go to feel safe?
Because there's not a gun big enough to protect you from your own fucking feelings.
So it is. They're afraid of some de facto.
They're afraid of here.
Yeah. Yeah. They're afraid of their thoughts. Okay.
Yeah. They're
Well, I
afraid of
mean, well,
everybody.
hey,
Like,
you know
what do
what
you?
they say people who are afraid of their thoughts? To the mental hospital.
But again, I'm going to keep drilling this home over and over again. We're talking like that, like, when people see these radicalized individuals that you're seeing, is people who have not been emotionally accountable for any of their actions in their life. It is you're talking to some of the culture, like this gimme culture. Everyone has a participation trophy. Like,
Mhm.
no, sometimes hard work has to be earned, and sometimes you do need to actually start from the very bottom. And starting from the very bottom means having a real dialed in sense as to who you are while you're there, so you can understand on how to climb up and out of it. The
Mhm.
challenge is to navigate how to get people out of your fucking way. And the thing is that the privilege that these ice men have is that, yeah, no one was in your way at all, ever. I'm talking about just the white ones because ice ain't just comprised of white folks,
Hmm.
which is
You know,
mind-boggling to me still.
it's a lot of brown folks out here
It's all the brown folks.
trying to get that extra
Yeah,
wage, that
yeah,
bonus compensation, and it's pathetic. It's
and
weird.
that's the
Like,
mo.
something else that I'm kind of interested in is like what like do these people have like actual marketable skill? Like, do they have skills that really will allow them to do other work in the new economy, in the new labor force? Like, or do they only have the skill sets to
Mm,
do this brutish shit?
I think it was somebody said it's like racism is profitable.
Hmm.
It's profitable.
No, it's been racism has been quite profitable.
It's
Yeah.
always been profitable. So that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with people who spent a lot of time being impoverished individuals. When people say grab them by the bootstraps, well, there's people who grabbed themselves by the bootstrap and they actually did get out of the mud and make something of themselves. But the rest of them who didn't got mad and started thinking that, oh shit, this is too hard. So I this should be owed to me. This should be demanded of me. Like, no, I was like, no, you are where you are. You got what you got. And the thing is that, and when y'all see a failing white person, and you live in an affluent area, and I have no, I have nothing for you, girl. I have nothing for you. I have nothing for you. Why do I not have nothing for you? Like any supportive home where you have some financial means to actually, be supported in those things. Not only that, but emotionally, and you still falling flat on your face. You know, you can't be mad that your opportunities didn't come to you because opportunities were already there, especially if you are a Caucasian person in America. You already had the complexion for the protection, and you had the face to make any case that you was to be picked first. I was like, the only people who were at the
I mean,
bottom
the
and
only
couldn't
thing I
put them.
add to that, friend, is for these ones that you're speaking to, hey, it's no one else's fault.
It's no one else's fault. It really isn't, because the thing is that
You don't need to try to assign a scapegoat to this
no,
family.
because I was
I
like,
mean, like, if you need the person responsible, girl, go right and look in the bathroom mirror.
that part, because you know what, we talked about this a couple episodes ago. I'm like, there's a lot of white people who don't like other white people like for this reason, and there's some black folks who don't like other black folks for the same damn reason. It's like, I hate the man. You're like I can't get no jobs. I'm like, bitch, you a refugee from the suburbs, bro. What are you talking about? Get get, get all the way out of my face with that bullshit. Like, are you
I don't know.
serious? No, like, you're sitting up here like, like the only people I empathize with is the people who were in the same footing I was. Like, even with myself. That's why you don't hear me getting hard on myself for, like, about my things that I know that I had support on. I won't cry about them. I won't shit. I won't be like, no. I actively know there's some privilege that I've had in my life because I've had family members that actually supported me in some things in my life that allowed me to be good at it. But at the same time, I knew that the workforce didn't always feel that same way. But
Mm.
the workforce always felt good about you in that way. Always have. The people who did not feel that love is the impoverished white people. And so when they're sitting here mad at immigrants, they're not mad at immigrants as much as they're mad at the fact that the immigrant was able to outperform them And that's what they had a problem with, because the thing is, at a very core level, they had the basic skills to do it. But as
And you know
time has
that
advanced, they
sentiment
couldn't get
that
it.
sentiment isn't just the white Americans. That sentiment comes from also I've heard black people with that point of view, like, oh, why they come over here and they doing better than black people, helping black people. I've heard that,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, that's really a fucked way to be looking at shit. But
Yeah. I've seen those interviews before, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Like, what are we doing right now with this? Like, that's why I didn't want to go completely in on about, about the shooting as much as it is about the problem. Like, this is a symptom of a bigger problem. And again, like, I can go ahead and scream.
but I do gotta say, friend, when you called me and told me about it, I was like, oh, I mean,
I'm gonna still do it. We're still doing. I think it's warranted us doing a special on it soon. Like, even after things tamp down, because it is a larger conversation about, again, what we're talking about right now, which is the mental health. Because you can't sit there and tell me this mofo over here, Jonathan Ross, you're gonna sit here and shoot a lesbian woman who had no threat to you other than being gay.
Oh, she did. She did have a wife, didn't you?
She did have a wife and 3 kids. Yeah, wife and 3 kids. Because you see the photographs, like when her car ran into the other car, everything popped out of the glove compartment box, like all her kids' toys. Like, she was a mother's mother. She wasn't like, I'm gonna be a mother when I get around to it. She was a
And you
mom's
know
mom.
what? Quite frankly, MAGA is like, they killed that faggot bitch. That's probably falling out they fucking mouth left and right.
But picking up to exactly what I was going to say next. Like Jonathan Ross, they find this motherfucker Grinder account.
No, bitch.
Fine.
For real?
They sure the fuck will. They sure the fuck did. They sure the fuck did. They sure did. It was J Ross. It was J Ross _104 10-4.
Okay.
Yep. His handle was J Ross 10-4 on Grinder that he deactivated.
I used to be in the adult industry, and I'm quite positive I sold the ICE agent who killed Renee Good content before. I did solo work, and I would have Snapchat, and through numerous dating apps, I would pull people over to my Snapchat and then promote my content. This guy was from Bloomington, Minnesota. His Snapchat was JRoss104, and he claimed to be in law enforcement at the time. Come to find out, he was just a security guard at the Mall of America. So JRoss104, JRoss104. And when I saw the pictures of his profile, the shaved head and the really shitty crew cut and the way he walked, specifically that, because he sent me videos of himself because he was a creep. I'm just thinking, I recognize that person. I lived in Chicago for a couple of years, so I was really reaching out to people within like a 300-mile radius of that area on these dating websites. And he was very cocky. He always asked me to do weird things. I would just do basic stuff. But without getting into detail, I decided to go back into my Snapchat. And of course, I keep repeat customers' Snapchat saved, so I could advertise further. And it's gone now. It was there the other day. Sometimes I still go back into that line of work when I have to. Times are tough. Nobody's getting paid like they should. You know the story. But I'm quite confident that this is the Jonathan Ross, JRoss104 on Snapchat, that I've sold content to in the past. And I'm going to wait for more information to come out about this. But I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there, that this dude was on Grindr, if it's the same guy. And he has a really weird thing for feet.
Side note, his actual Filipino wife is in fact. So, 1, immigrant wife. 2, you on Grindr. 3, he also has a Snapchat with the same thing. He has a Snapchat for gay content for Snapchat creators. He was selling and buying feet pictures.
He propping up the foot industry.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Ain't nothing wrong with all that, mind you. It's a problem when you diss bitch who took a person's life for the same things that you're doing in your house, in your private.
But give me a second. Just because they fuck you, that don't mean they really fuck with you. Don't need to say that again? Just because they fuck you, that does not mean that they really fuck with you. All right.
Mm-hmm. All that part, bro. And don't but it's not just them. There is video after video after video. It is like one banger after another banger with the same people doing the same things, and we're not picking up the note already. Like, you know what they look like, sound like, act like. Don't act like it's new. I was like, this is what happens when, yes, I'm talking to us gays, when we will go into a sketchy ass house, stick our shit into anything,
Don't talk about my Sunday morning.
and have zero conversations about the things that's important. Like, oh, I just fucked the dude who's about to go run out and shoot a bitch in the head.
I just let this man suck my feet, who really on
Yeah,
tomorrow is gonna be outside trying to shoot me in my face.
and be successful at it.
Mhm.
That's why I'm at with. That's all I really want to put on that, because, like,
Yeah, we need to stop letting people come over here to stop coming over here to gay unless you appreciate gay for more than the 10 to 15 minutes that it takes you to get your rocks off. You need to
that
stop allowing them to come over here. And I'm saying for black folk, stop allowing everybody to come over here and be in our good grace if they don't really fuck with us. Stop doing it.
exactly. I'm gonna pull up this video. So I'm gonna tee this up. This was a recording on Don Lemon.
Okay.
This is related to detain and deport, and how it's become a lucrative business. This lucrative business has turned these people to stone cold murderers. Half of these bastards has every vice under the sun that's costing way too much money for them to bear, so they would decide to take a person's life and suffer, versus actually being accountable for their life and paying for their own fucking bills, doing it the right way. So this is a story from one of the Don Lemon interviewed a young lady about her partner that is that's currently in detainment, and she recorded a couple conversations between her and her partner, and he recounts a lot of what's going on in those detentions, and
Okay.
so she gets very emotional about it because it is scary. It is very scary. So he does speak very frankly about it. But in this time point, while the interview is going on between him and her partner ends up calling from detainment onto the show live. So Don Lemon got the scoop of the century, that she was able to put him on speakerphone, and
this was like inadvertent, or they set it up?
yeah, there was no setup. Like, you can't
Oh.
there's no setup for him to schedule a time to call in from detainment. But it did. I was like, but it did. So we're gonna play that little clip for y'all real quick, and shout out to Don Lemon for getting a bad interview, because it really shed a lot of light, and I'm glad we were able to share it with y'all.
Correct.
Okay. Now, any of the recordings that you have, do they relate to what happened at Bluebonnet? Or the recordings that we're going to play, does that relate to what happened at the
that's around here
Diamondback?
somewhere.
The recordings that you have of the assault is while he was at Bluebonnet.
Okay. So again, these are allegations again, and we're trying to reach out to the facility, but in the interest of transparency, we want to let you know. Okay. So Andy, if you have the one where she is calling, this is Edwin. He calls you, right, from the facility. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Right. And then he made these allegations to you on one of the phone calls. Here it is.
They're trying to tear gas on us over here for no reason. Like, we're just here, and they want to get us. They want to throw gas on us and shit. They want to beat us and shit. Like, they want to treat us like not fair here. They're not doing things by the rules here. They're gonna shut our phones down and stuff. So I don't know when I'll be able to call again and stuff. And even that, I probably get in trouble for even calling you and telling you this. So I might be in the hole or some shit like that. So you need to. So you need to. Okay, it's okay. For right now, I'm okay. Okay, but listen, I'm not gonna die. Nobody's gonna kill nobody. But okay, but just okay, it's not. They're not doing things right over here. They're not doing things right. They just came and picked one up to try to deport him, and they choked him, they beat him, they kicked him, and they took him out on a bed, strapped to a bed, bleeding, dude, bleeding. I'm gonna give you a phone number. I think that's like the local PD, like the police department that's over here. I don't know if you can call, and then say that you're scared for my life, that I'm in here, and that I just called you, and you can show them this recording, show them the text messages too. Or I think there's lifelines too that you can call, that you can look up to, but the guys want me to call you and let you know, like, I'm the only one that is calling right now, because I'm the only one that kind of speaks English to tell you right now. Everybody's calling their families, everybody's letting them know and stuff. So, but it's not light what they're doing in here, This facility already came out on the news.
I'm gonna stop it right there because otherwise it'll be too long. But I'm gonna give you.
She look like she been going through it. I feel bad for her.
Like, I'm gonna show you an extra clip from her because she's exhausted. She's exhausted.
Yeah.
Like,
I could. Baby, have you ever been locked up? You ever been in jail trying to get that phone call out? Oh, baby, going to jail is exhausting. Yeah. Yeah, they done had to, bitch, we pop off. So we done had to go sit in a jail cell a few times. And it's exhausting. Like, it is exhausting, and it's that way on purpose, especially in this country, because they're trying to teach you a lesson ahead of you actually appearing before court to actually get your sentence or punishment or vindication. Like, they're trying to mentally break you in some way, shape, or form anytime you're encountering that system. So yeah, like, of course she looks exhausted because it's meant to be exhausting.
And so I'm going to pull up the actual clip that because he was a little distorted. So part of the conversation that he was talking about was that there was an incident in the shower, not with him, but another inmate. And it's just talking about, like, their conditions, and it's worse than you think. And so he was really, really, really blatantly honest about, this treatment is real. Like, this ain't fake. This is real life shit right here, and y'all need to call anybody. He was saying, call anybody, tell them what's going on. So here's the clip I wanted y'all to hear.
Can you pause, please? Go ahead, Marty. What were you saying?
Edwin's calling.
Can you put him on speaker, please?
Call from and paid for by
Anyone Rios?
a detainee.
Can you hear?
A correctional
Yes,
facility.
we can hear.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 or star. Thank you for using Soundink.
Hello?
Hey,
Hi, baby. I'm on the interview now. They can hear you.
hey, I tried so hard, dude, to get in touch with you. They already liked the tablet, so I think they went into, like, my profile when they created their own account, because you can see my voice password is not recognized, and it says I'm not allowed to use the phone.
Can you turn the volume down just a little bit, please? It's just a little too loud. Okay.
Super nice, and he's actually trying to help us out, but all he says is they're reviewing it, that they're reviewing.
For what, bro?
But,
These people being here is not a fucking criminal defense. What are you doing this to these people for?
And
That's the question, right?
And that's all. I was able to call you, but I had to try like good 30 times in order for it to work. And so right now I don't know how long I have to, like, come and get the phone. I don't know.
Edwin, can you hear me?
I can talk right now.
Can you hear Don?
Don. Edwin, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, Edwin. If you can turn the volume back up. It's just a little scratchy. Edwin, so we were talking about, thank you for joining us. You had I couldn't hear you clearly. You had difficulty calling Mahdi because what are they doing now? Are they limiting your phone calls? What happened?
Yes, they're trying to say that, that we only are able to make legal calls. That they're blocking all of our communications with our families and everything, and
saying that all we can do is make legal calls.
Okay. So we were talking to Marty about what happened.
They locked their accounts so that way nobody can put any money in there. And just by the grace of God, I still have money in my account, so I'm able to still make phone calls. But even that, like, they're like blocking our account, I guess, like all in general, you know, so that way we don't communicate with the outside at all.
Baby.
Just with like attorneys and stuff like that. But even then, like, you know, we have to ask, and it's whenever they want to, but they don't give us that call.
Baby, I think Don has some questions for you.
Okay. So Edwin, we were speaking with Marty about the Bluebonnet facility and the allegations you made of abuse. Were you abused? Did you witness abuse? And try not to use any names of any of the people. All right.
But see, this is the other thing about going to jail. If even for me, for the hours or the day or day and a half that I've been in a jail cell, it disrupts your life. Whatever the fuck you were doing in that moment, whatever responsibilities you had in that moment, it all stops because they have snatched you out of whatever the through line is that whatever your lifeline is, whatever you know plane you're existing on. They come in, they snatch you out of it and put you in this line, this plane. So there's nothing in your life. Your life doesn't exist on the other. What is your life? You know, like,
you know,
and I think about that when they come and they do this stuff like come and just snatch these people.
But
people like they're taking their children to school. They have other shit to do after, like they have a whole schedule after they drop kids off at school. But you've snatched them up. I mean, do the kids even get to school? Like,
they don't care.
You've just snatched them out of that timeline.
They do not care. You got to remember these individuals.
But again, like, but again, like, I don't know what to say. There's so much to say, but when I listen to this young man, I'm like, so what is your community going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Because when this shit was happening to niggas in the civil rights era, people were organizing, people were getting in the streets, people were getting that fucking hose, they were getting those fucking dogs, they were getting beat because they put up a protest and a resistance. So Latinos, the immigrant population in this country, a Somalian, etc., everyone that they're fucking targeting, what are you going to do?
What are you?
Because if you think that just hiding out and waiting it out is the answer, baby.
No.
Baby, it's not.
No, it's not.
What the answer is has already been done. There is a playbook. And before you brought your ass over here, you should have known about what that playbook was, just in case you had to enact it again. And you have to enact it again.
Agreed. You know,
and people might be mad at black folks who are like, this ain't my fight because we already did one. It's on record, it's on tape, it's on video, it's in books. Yeah. Read it and do it again.
That part. Copy paste. Look, like, subscribe, and share.
The inaction, the weak reactions to this white bitch being fucking shot in her face fucking twice for nothing.
3 times.
3 times in her face for nothing. Like the reaction to your boyfriend being snatched out of his fucking timeline.
Yeah.
And just sitting in jail being gassed, beaten, fucking etc. The reaction to your abuela being fucking snatched up, thrown on a plane.
That
it's it's not enough. Like
that,
and I've said it on the show
That.
a few times. Huh?
I was like, that part.
Yeah, I said it on the show a few times. It's gonna take somebody's. It's going to take somebody's.
It is.
So whatever you guys are being calm and complacent and silent or hiding out from, you might want to stop.
Yeah.
You might want to decide to be the martyr because it's what it takes.
And
somebody gonna have to take them dog bites. Somebody gonna have to take them motherfucking bullets. Somebody gonna have to take them water hoses.
They have been, actually. You know what? I've seen a lot of protests. They are getting the tear gas. People
Girl,
getting tear gas dead.
you know what, friend? And I feel that I'm happy for them. But baby, if you're not doing the protests down to 1600 or Mar-a-Lago, what are you even doing? What are you even doing? If you're just in Seattle protesting, you're just in Portland protesting, like, baby, they have said this to black people when black people protest in their neighborhoods. So I'm going to say it to you. Protesting in your neighborhood, tearing up your neighborhood, what's it do?
What's it do? Yeah. Take it to theirs.
You're gonna have to organize and get it down to 1600. You're gonna have to organize and get it over to Mar-a-Lago. You're gonna have to organize and get it to wherever. You're gonna have to disrupt whatever Stephen Miller's stupid life is doing. You're gonna have to organize and get it in his space.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to organize and you're gonna have to disrupt Usha and fucking Vance. Usha and JD. You're gonna have to disrupt their shit. Yeah. But hey, if you just want to wait it out, you know, and hope that the people who were hollering about Gaza don't sabotage and sabotage the next election. I mean, I guess.
They're still there. And the thing is, they're still there. And they still have the same belief system. Well, I'm like, you know what? And I don't even want to play you get what you get, because right now you're getting it like your choices are getting more weight than mine. And and on this November, if I don't see you in the voting booths, I'm fighting you.
Yeah. But again, like even that is going to take the immigrant population getting out here and making an appeal to the people that can actually go into the voting booth and vote on their behalf to recognize their humanity. That's what they're not going to be able to hide it out and think that they're going to impress upon enough people to sway that vote to protect them.
It's true. It's true. And you know, I don't know what is it going to take for some people, but I'm hoping that this does take a hold, because this is the first time we've seen this this is like a Charlie Kirk moment. And watching the administrators just react is like a blatant lie. Every person who's seen it thus far is like, okay, you are blatantly lying now, because any person has two eyes, two ears, and they know what they heard, they know what they saw, they know what is good. And the thing is, it's what they didn't know and what they didn't see is the dozens of other people that ICE have murdered last year. I can go down and say all the names there were, but we don't have enough time in this point of our show for me to list them. Now it's back. Now it's long enough to cover a back of a T-shirt. It's that many. That's what we got. And the thing is that, like, we can go back in Dallas to take if y'all don't know who y'all messing with, y'all don't know who these people are. There's the same people who were there for January 6th. The same individuals who were throwing feces on walls, who were actually damaging property. These are people who are displaying the same exact mental issues that they are showing on these streets. Now they've just been emboldened. They've been given uniforms. Now they got their Amazon wish list carts filled up, with all the fantasy uniforms they got on. You don't even know if it's real or fake. You know, they done bought their stuff from Alibaba all the way down to Target and the dang on hardware store to put together that bogus ass outfit they got on, even know if that's actual convicted rapists or murderers or
guarantee you
whatnot.
the comparison shopping ain't leading them to be like, oh, this made in America. I'm gonna pay this extra tariff. No,
No,
bitch. You gonna get that cheap one when them prices are right next to each other and it's a cheaper one and it came from China. Bet them same weak conviction ass motherfuckers are going to get the cheaper.
That part. So I want to bring it up because we didn't record on the anniversary of January 6th, but I did want to remind people that the reason why January why we got ICE right now is because the same people who was part of the January 6th Capitol takeover are very much the same people that you see today on the streets with guns, with uniforms on. So I want to play this video just so that we can remind it exactly who some of these people are, exactly who these people told you they were in the first place. Those neighbors that you thought was stupid with the fucking flags is flying, and you're like, what the hell is they doing? Okay, they must be on two sheets of the window, stupid. No, they weren't stupid. They were persistently with a plan. And all of them had the same plan to destroy as much as they possibly can, as long as they possibly can, and as long as they're being enabled. They've been like that from the beginning. The fact of the matter is that you did not believe them, and now they are showing you exactly who they were. You need to read Maya Angelou a lot better and get closer to what that means. And if you don't, now you fucking know. So in this case, just in case you don't know who the hell is standing in those uniforms right now, we're gonna have a little recap as to who they were and where some of them are at right now.
So who in the uniform? This weird looking white man in the corner, or this white lady in the background?
No. I'm gonna play. This is basically a recap of where some of these January 6ers at, the ones who gotten pardoned and where they.
Hey everybody, it's been 5 years since the January 6th attack on the Capitol and nearly a year since Donald Trump pardoned everyone involved. So what have these lucky folks been doing with their second chances? Well, I've been keeping tabs on them so you don't have to. And what I've found is that dozens of them have continued to commit crimes. I'm Liz Oyer, the former pardon attorney for the Department of Justice. Here are some highlights from my research. At least 5 pardoned January 6 rioters have returned to prison for crimes involving the sexual exploitation of children. Theodore Middendorf pleaded guilty to predatory sexual assault of a child age 7. He's now serving 19 years in prison. Kyle Colton was convicted of receiving child pornography. He's serving 6.5 years in prison. Andrew Taki pleaded guilty to soliciting sex from a minor. He was sentenced to time served. David Daniel was charged with sexually exploiting a minor and trafficking in child pornography. Andrew Johnson is charged with repeatedly molesting an 11-year-old boy and then trying to silence his victim with a bribe. At least 2 pardoned January 6 rioters are now in prison for killing other people. Emily Hernandez is serving 10 years in prison for killing Victoria Wilson, a 32-year-old mother of 2, in a drunken driving crash. Shane Woods is serving 17 years for reckless homicide after killing Lauren Wegner, a 35-year-old woman, and injuring an elderly couple in a drunken driving crash. Other January 6 rioters are charged with a range of violent crimes. Edward Kelly was sentenced to life in prison for plotting to kill dozens of FBI agents and police officers. Taylor Toronto was convicted of making a bomb threat at the home of Barack Obama. Christopher Moynihan is charged with plotting to kill Congressman Hakeem Jeffries. John Banuelos is charged with aggravated kidnapping and sexual assault of a homeless woman. I could keep going. Some of the pardoned rioters have been invited to visit the White House, and one of them, a guy named Jared Wise, is actually working in the Justice Department for the pardon attorney, Ed Martin. This year, we are demanding accountability, so please ask your elected reps why there is a Capitol rioter working inside the Justice Department. Ask them whether they support the president's pardons of child predators and rapists. Please share this information widely, ask questions, and demand answers from the people running our country. It's what we deserve.
Y'all should have voted for the nice lady.
You really should have. You really should have voted for the
You should have voted for the nice lady. While you was out here talking about, oh, she's a bad candidate. Baby,
Look,
it was her on the paper and that orange buffoon. You should have voted for the nice lady.
I really don't even have to say much words because I've said them all last year. I can recount half of them right now. Sexual deviance. Remember, I said that I coined that sucker from the gate. I was marginalizing other people because, yes, it is a sexual fetish, groomed like children who've been groomed by pedophiles. This is social and psychological masturbation.
Right.
You get to actually have some type of fucking justification for you to be a fucking pedophile and a sexual assaulter? Like, no, I don't see that connection. Now you see the connection, don't you? You connect the direct dot on it.
From shot in the face 3 times to feet pics to smearing shit in the halls of the Capitol to touching on a little boy, 11-year-old boy multiple times. Hey, friend, you were right.
Look, I told this to my therapist. I'm not afraid to talk about my past and being in college. Look, I lived in Atlanta, Georgia, and going to art school. I paid for most of my way, feeding myself through college with the help of my family and living as a paid sex worker. I have dealt with these men before for every single day of my life while I was in college. I used to count how many men I was with, from blowjobs to hand jobs to laying it down on my back to giving back shots to them. 1,200 men a year, approximately. Do the math. 1,200 men a year for 6 years. It's a lot. So when I talk about men and assessing how the mental acuities are and their behaviors and where you see a lot of that fuel from, it's because it's been on the backs of many men who have pillow talked me. Men are much more easy to talk to when they've been disarmed and they're naked in bed with you. And they feel safe with their thoughts and feelings that they don't think goes anywhere else. Yeah. So when I say this out loud, I'm not
saying how you be getting them by men to open up to you.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm seeing this, like, you know what? Maybe I am your Sally Jesse Raphael. Maybe I am, your Ayala Van Zant, in the Boom Boom Room. Like, I'm used to being called a hoe and this, whatever else and this and else. But one of the things I've learned is to learn men in a very deep understanding of how they behave and how they act. And that's why I could tell you unequivocally, these men are exactly who they were from the get-go. That's all they were doing is showing you what they were showing as child in the first place. Time interrupted was oppressed upon them. These are the people that's just showing you their damage because it was shown to them. Some of these men are still living their trauma right now by the wives they're married to at this very moment, who treat them like children, who regard them as children, to actually respond and cohabitate like they're their mothers. With women who sit down and wish they would be picked first in a men's life, and and now they walk around with the pool boy. Okay, are they walking around talking about I don't care? Yes, you fucking care. Otherwise, you would have left a long time ago if you really didn't care. So I'm telling you, those ICE agents, they are sexual deviants. No person on this planet who sat down, like I told you in that podcast, no one in their damn right mind will go and zip tie naked children together and put them on the side of the street. No man is going to sit down and put his hands on a woman in such a visceral manner and then walk away with it with unshaken. No man will point a gun at another person, and I don't care if in a split second, that was your instinct. When instincts kicked in, your instinct said to take someone's life. That was your instinct. That means you were thinking about it more than once. That means you fantasized about it. You fetishized it enough where at a moment of frustration, everything was clouding around your head. Everything moved so fast. It wasn't moving. It moved fast in a way that you already had conditioned yourself. This is how you were going to respond to it. Maybe it started off with a conversation and then evolved to a video game, and then it became IRL. But this was always who you were. You could have disowned who that was if you chose to disassociate yourself from the person and the thing that actually gave it to you in the first place. The person who did traumatize you, the person who did abuse you. You decide to create a safe harbor for their damage to you. You decide to actually coddle them, made it feel better. You basically took that damage and put it into your home, your bedroom, your life, and your vocabulary, and everything that you are. And you basically said that we're responsible for it. I'm not responsible for your uncle touching you. I'm not responsible for your dad touching you. I'm not responsible for your mother
Not
ignoring
responsible
you.
for
I'm not responsible for these
your
things.
priest or your pastor touching you.
I'm not responsible for you not being
Go
believed in your own home. I'm not
go lay
responsible
on
for
somebody's
that.
couch.
Yeah, we're not responsible for this stuff. So if you feel like you've been marginalized and been less than, then go back and ask the real question: who really marginalized me? Who really did this to me? And then right after that, ask yourself, who carried the torch for it? It's you. You held water for that damage. You didn't want to drown it out. You suppressed it with all the vices you can possibly get. You suppressed it because you hit up our phone. About you up. I got this nut, you got that butt, buddy. Don't play yourself.
You love a callback.
So, again, I come on here today and discussing this, this very long, lengthy Nickle Slick that we done had.
Man, Nickle Slick ran a long time today.
It's for this very reason. I think you needed that. I mean, I may be motivated to do an add-on to it in a later show and do a highlight of it, because I think it's such worth talking about. That we're, like I said at the top of the show, these conversations are not about politics. It's not about politics, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. It's not about politics. If it was, we would have had a healthier conversation about it. We would have a healthy understanding about it. We would have better education around it. But politics didn't become popular until people started to turn it into a marketing ploy, until people start putting the nice, the big flagrant words around it, like you're a walking marketing machine. No, you're not. You just adopted the very flagrant words professionals like me created, and you decided to adopt it into your life because you understood that that's how you get people to react. That was your secret sauce. Saying destroyed and saying owned and saying dominated and saying change the game, or it's a game changer, or I'm going to change the world, or I'm going to level things, I'm going to finish him. Those are all words that people like me have said in hoodies like this on 2:00 in the morning, writing down captions and quotes and headlines to sell you protein powders, milk shakes, and apparel.
Yeah, I noticed this thing that they do at some of these, or they've been doing at some of these protests that have popped up, where they're yelling, they're doing Game of Thrones shame walk. They're yelling shame at these people, like trust, baby. Them brutes, they watched Game of Thrones. They saw that. They're not moved by that.
No, they're not moved by it. But you know what you could?
Y'all gotta. Hey, I'm not gonna criticize what these people are doing. By all means, do what you think you need to do, but do something.
Like, you know what? The thing is that I'm worried. I'm worried, but I'm not worried. But I think it's just like, I think ICE doesn't realize that, there's people, just like there's a whole lot of you, there's a whole lot of us, and there's a whole lot of us that's about as crazy as you. And the thing is that, like, what you don't know about crazy, the other side of crazy is they're quiet. That's why you see them right now not doing anything. You don't, like, the thing is, you don't want retaliation because you don't know what retaliation looks like right now. You don't know what retaliation looks like right now. I think you've gotten comfortable with us being, that's what any bully. The moment that you start to fight back, they don't know how you're going to fight back because they're so used to being the bully. So I think that's probably the worry that these ICE agents should have right now. Like, there's nothing stopping anybody, anywhere, at any time from taking this all back from you. Nothing. They can sue you out of any dollar that you collected off the backs of immigrants. They can go back and garnish every wage thereafter. They can go back and put your ass in jail because whatever law that you broke in that state, they can still hold you accountable no matter what pardon. Pardons are for federal, not local. Oh, hold on just a second, man. We got a day of
our 2 cents and close this bitch down.
close this bitch down, and I'm actually going to I'm going to change my 2 cents around because I was going to talk about a topic that I can bring off to the next thing. You go
Okay.
ahead because I want to end this off with.
Well,
this
look, girls. So my 2 cents is this. And if y'all have come around here before, y'all know how I feel about the customer service. It needs some severe improvements. Like, like I don't know if it's because the weird generation after mine is doing the customer servicey kind of work or whatever. But baby, these people are awful. Okay,
Yes, they are.
so it's a couple. I have two situations or two organizations that I am sick of your shit. Okay, and first one,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a homeowner. I'm a homeowner. I'm a landlord. But you know, life has been lifing. So here I am in Texas, and I'm renting. Okay, from a community. All right, and so to the leasing office here, I'm sick of your shit. For the last 3 months, you have fucked up my motherfucking ledger and my balance to the point where it takes you 10 plus days to fix this shit. Now, the first time you fucked up my shit, you was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. We'll let you know when to pay. We'll reverse the late fees and da da da." Da." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Do whatever you can waste your time. You can be as slow as you want to, as long as you're gonna take them fees off, because this ain't really my problem." Same time they fucked up my shit, they looked at me like, "Oh, well, just go ahead and pay the balance and we'll fix it, and then you have a credit on your account." I was like, "Oh, bitch. Okay, you want to try it that way?"
Oh, that's what we playing.
So
Okay.
so we tried it that way, and basically, I've overpaid these people, to whatever degree, giving them free money that they have not earned. Okay, and they thought that I was gonna just let them sit here and take their little time after I done gave them more money than they should have gotten. No, baby.
No.
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 We have been on their ass. We have been escalating to wherever the escalation needs to go every single day. and it's just counting. Honestly, today makes the 9th day that this shit is not fixed and I don't have my money back. So it's a smooth fuck you to these people. But I'm gonna stay on your ass. And what they don't know is that the monies that I paid you for January, they are in dispute.
Mm-hmm.
So you thought your accounting was fucked up. Oh baby, when them charges get run back to you, oh, it's really gonna be fucked.
Oh, it's gonna be really fucked up. Yeah, go ahead.
It's really gonna be fucked.
Yeah, I'm done.
So
I'm right there with you.
that's the first fuck you. Second one is, I done said a couple times, I done got some new wheels. Okay. And when I got said new wheels,
Mm-hmm.
which in general, I like the brand, I like the car. The car rides like a dream. But when I got it, the fucking AC was broken. And when I got it, yeah, bitch,
in Texas.
Yeah, girl, no. And so they also gave it to me without it being detailed and clean. So
hot and crusty.
Hot and crusty, bitch. Hot and crusty.
No, dusty. Hot and dusty, bitch. It was this.
So I went. So it's a smooth. I'm sick of your shit to Polestar.
Clearly.
I'm sick of your shit.
Clearly.
So I did get my car back on Thursday. She rides like a dream. I like it.
Good.
But at the same time, y'all about to get it handed to you on this fucking delivery review.
Oh,
you really are.
Oh.
And what I learned and what I'm learning is like, hey, Austin is supposed to be this laid back, chill kind of place. That's cool. That's cool.
Cool.
I'd rather you be laid back and chill than rude and obnoxious, because I match energies.
True story.
And I'd like to match cool and chill more than I'd like to be rude and obnoxious.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. It's healthy.
But what is being kind and nice is not a substitute for being effective and getting shit done.
That part.
Period.
That part. Period.
So
For real.
taking 10 days to get some shit done, or having me come up to the motherfucking dealership service place multiple times before you take accountability for handing me a dirty car and a fucked up car.
No.
It's not. We
No.
are going to be acting out in your public places, causing a scene.
Mm-hmm. We sure will.
Yeah.
And
You
won't
all
give
might
least
not do
fuck.
that, but I do.
Least fucks about how this is going to happen, because you could have avoided it if you
You
fucking
could
just
have
did it right
avoided it if you had
first
taken
time.
accountability and not wasted my time a
That's
long time
right.
ago.
That's the fucking right.
But it seems like shit don't get done until I act an ass. And
Isn't
baby,
it?
I don't have no
Why?
problem
Why?
acting
What
an
is it?
ass. Why does it have to get there?
Y'all tell us, why do we have to escalate ourselves? You to actually get us to actually get some type of response that is actually sound. Like, why do I have to cuss your ass out for you to actually do anything correctly?
Why?
Why is that the move? Why?
I would love to know why.
Like, can you put that in y'all chat bot? Like, right before the calls, like, put that part of the feedback.
I
Like,
know, like, yeah, since y'all be trying to
give
funnel
me
us
a
to the goddamn, y'all be trying to funnel us to the automated system, or y'all be trying to funnel us
Yeah.
to the fucking chat bot.
Yeah.
Just have the chat bot tell me exactly how many times I'm gonna have to have y'all waste my time before I have to come up there
that part.
and go the fuck off.
Exactly. Is
Like, just have
fucking
the chat bot
exactly.
tell me, okay, sir, it's gonna take, they're gonna play in your face 3 times.
Yeah, exactly.
So, if it gets to 3 times, you probably should come over and act the fool. That's
That
what
part.
the chat bot needs to say.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's my 2
Bitches.
cents.
Bitches.
Do better. I don't know what y'all need to do to fix your customer service, but hey, I'm not the one to test it on. You might want to test it on Kind, Susie, or lackadaisical Larry. But act the fool Armand will act the fool.
That part.
Trust.
That part.
There you go, friend.
Okay. Before I get another phone call, which is happening right now, y'all,
Yeah.
I'm going to make my 2 cents very short. Even though I want to take a little time to do it, I may do a little dedication. I'm probably going to have to do it because I want to say thank you to my mother.
Let's come on, Jazzy.
My mom is an amazing woman, and this goes back to talking about ICE. It's like I'm so thankful to have a mother like her that has tried from the moment I was born to be as much of a human mother as she possibly can. Good, bad, and ugly. Like, I have a mother who that was not perfect, but always stayed with me. She always was in my life. She's always in my life. We talk all the time. And Mom, I just want to thank you so much for being my mother.
That's so sweet.
Thank you, Mom, because
Yeah.
I'm a very fortunate kid that
And
I
she
get
a
to,
very jazzy lady.
yeah. And my mom is a very youthful looking woman. She is
Yes, indeed.
she is, and will tell you where to sit real quick.
Yeah.
And so thank you, Mom, and happy birthday. And another happy birthday, my niece, Ty.
Oh yeah.
Today is her birthday as well. So they birthday twins. And so
Oh, that's cute.
happy birthday to my little girl.
Happy birthday to both of them.
You are amazing to have, and I'm so happy and proud of you every time I see you, that you are becoming a very intelligent, strong, and awesome, just an awesome all-around human being. And I hope you continue to be your best self every single time you wake up. And if you're not, it's okay. It's okay. But so far, so good. And I love y'all both.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Well, all right,
Hey, guys,
friends.
we made it.
We made it. So like, share, subscribe, share it to all your dusty assholes. Share it to your friends and family. Share it to the bitches you didn't like. Share it to some of your ICE friends and let them know that we see you, bitch. We see
Yeah,
who
we
the fuck
see
you are. I know that hate watching is good. Thank you for hate watching us and leaving the hateful comments, because I am cool with it. As long as you were listening, because what I won't do is tell you some bullshit. What you will do is keep your bullshit over there.
There you go.
So please and thank you. We love you, love you, love you. Until next time.
Okay,
Okay, bye.
bye.